Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle, and I'm the one that does the readings. I assume you know me. I run the show. All right, let me change this to purple. There we go. Ooh, that's nice. That's real nice. Welcome, Bridget, Mermaid, Hootie, Melissa, Sunshiny Day, Mary, Kayla, Bartman, and Brandon, CM, and Greg, and Ray. What is going on, everybody? It is Saturday night. We're feeling all right. Weekend's half over. We have squandered the weekend playing video games. I gotta say, boo-boo, what is going on? Cece, hello, how you doing? Haley, welcome back. How is it going? So there we go. We're down to Saturday night, hanging out here. Hanging out, you know what I mean? CM, were you having technical difficulties this morning? No, I was just lazy. CM, I'll be on tomorrow morning. So I like to keep you guessing apparently in the morning. So I'll be on, I think I'll be on tomorrow morning, I think, but no technical difficulties. I'm just lazy some days. Mary, what is going on? All right. We got a couple of questions already queued up here. Got 20 people hanging out with us. We want a reconciliation reading for Mermaid. Let's see about that. Are we going to reconcile? Is this going to be a thing? Is this going to be some good news with the good old reconciliation? How is that going to go? Let's just reduce your name down to Mermaid. No, mystical. There we go. So are we going to reconcile? Let's find out by using the Waterfall Tarot. Let's go get it over here. We got a fresh Waterfall Tarot right here on the Tarot Mega Tower. If you have not seen it, that is how it goes. The Tarot Mega Tower, I would not recommend moving that thing around because it weighs like 70 pounds. So it is quite beefy, quite beefy. Now, I am estimating the weight because I don't really know. I'm not sure. It's not something I can just lift up and put it on a scale. You know what I mean? So I do want to start a new tarot deck. I'd like it to be Thoth. But the amount of effort and work into doing 78 oil paintings, I priced it out. Okay, let's assume that I get discounted, low-end canvases, or I could get oil paper, which is paper you put oil paintings on. Either way, I'm looking at $500 base cost. That's the cost just to get the canvases. Now, we got about $100 more in oil paints. Brushes, I'm good. Other supplies, I'm good. So I'm out $600. $600 to do the deck. That's and that's just what I'm out. I mean, that's the cost of actually making the deck, which seems a bit excessive. So I'm not really convinced that I really want to go down that path. But anyway, will me and Shane reconcile? What is it looking at? Strength, 6 of Wands, 10 of Wands, Page of Pentacles. It is possible, but we have to ask, is Shane interested in this? Because we do have a 10 of Wands at the end. It does feel like there's some burden there. It's almost like Shane is not currently waiting to reconcile or looking forward to this. They're not signed up for it. You know what I mean? They just sort of not really abandon it, but they're sort of moving away from that possibility. Strength says it is possible. 6 of Wands says we had a good time before, but the Page of Pentacles, we had the stability before, but things just kind of went awry and we have sort of moved on from here. So if you're looking for a reconciliation, I just don't think that is going to be a thing. Again, it just doesn't look like Shane is going to sort of sign up for this. So you're going to have to either wait for Shane to get his current thing that he's doing done. You're going to have to figure out how to restore some of the problems that we've had in the relationship before, some of the things that sort of tanked the relationship into the hole in the first place. And we have a lot of possibility to do this, but it just looks like a lot of work. The amount of work, the 10 of Wands, the amount of work involved with getting that done is just really, really heavy. So there you go. All right. Both of them. Philippe, what is going on? How are you doing? Yeah, so it cost me $600 investment just to make the tarot. So, not quite sure I want to dedicate that. I guess I could do 10 cards and have a $50 investment and then put that up and see how many people go for it and factor in the $600. But still, that is a hefty investment. Considering I can make a watercolor one for maybe 50 bucks. I think I spent about $70 total in making the waterfall tarot. So I don't know, man. That's a big investment. Big investment and a lot of work switching to the oil painting perspective. So there you go. Kay, welcome. How are you doing? New sub. It's good to have you, Kay. I appreciate that. Should I keep trying with a laser? We are very muscular in the dream. Well, you're muscular in real life. I mean, let's see. Do we have any movement from the Capricorn? We just did that. We have another love question. We just did that. Angel, anyone in the love department? Angel, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. Let's see. Angel, if we got somebody in the love department, somebody's coming, headed your way. Get the hearts out there. Get the hearts out there and get excited. Get some hype in there for that love, You need a little love, just like many Beatles songs said. We'll figure it out by not using the waterfall tarot. Let's go down our standard pathway that we always do. We'll start out with the tarot of the divine, and then we'll go the Gregory Scott, then we'll do the Mons tarot. The usual suspects. You know what I mean? You need some usual suspects, some things that people can rely on, because you're going to see the Angel Wisdom Tarot. We know we're going to see the Gregory Scott, the Manga Tarot. I mean, I have no secrets when it comes to my favorite decks this year, So, welcome. How are you doing? It's good to see you. I hide no secrets to my favorite decks. So when my favorite decks of the year video comes out, there should be absolutely zero surprises from any of you. You're going to go, oh, yeah, you use that one every single day, T.O. Every single day I see that one. So not shocking that this is one of your faves. And you can also tell the position in the tarot tower to determine my favorites. If it's close by, I like it. If it's way over there, not so much. All right. So let's see about this. Anything coming in the love department? Judgment and the Fool. You have something coming, definitely. We have Judgment and the Fool. The rebirth, the reincarnation from Judgment. Not only that, but the Fool chasing something, chasing a new opportunity that we have. The Chariot. It's interesting. All right, let's sort of read this. This is interesting that we have three movement cards. Not really movement card. We have two movement cards. We have one Judgment, which is sort of like an initiation card. So what this sort of tells me is you're looking at a long distance relationship. You have the Chariot. We're moving. We have the Nine of Coins, a fantastic representation of sort of being happy, being in love, having a new relationship, having something that's going to be great. And we also have the Fool as well in right next to the Chariot, sort of in the Chariot, Liz, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. But here you go. Bottom row, second from the right. This one? Are you looking for that one? If you're looking for that one, that is the Wizard's Tarot. We got the Wizard's Tarot here. We got the Dark Mansion Tarot here. And then over here, we have I can't find the button. We have the Hush Tarot. I think I took no, I didn't. We have the Hush Tarot over here. So there you go. There are all your bottom row tarots. All right, but we do have a long distance relationship. Toonie Tarot, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Yeah, so how do we sort of determine long distance from here? It's this interesting component to this. I'd love to use this for behind the readings, which is on my Patreon page, by the way. where I go deeper into this. We have the Chariot and the Fool, two movement cards separated by the Nine of Coins. So they're separated. They have a divider in between them, right? Sort of interesting how they have a divider in between them. And it is the Nine of Coins, meaning even though we have a division here, even though we can't get together, um, we don't have a common movement source. We do have just a great feel overall to the relationship. So looking at something that is going to be distance as well as going to be an earth sign. Looking at the coins, going to be an earth sign, sort of earth sign balances everything out here. We do also have sort of this interesting water component within both cards. So it is going to be something pretty tight emotionally where you feel good with this person. You feel comfortable with them. You feel like you almost know them. And they do give you a lot of emotional satisfaction, even though they're not nearby. Now, judgment does say that there's a lot of promises coming out of this person's mouth, a lot of them. And you got to be sort of careful, right? As to what you believe, how you're going to approach this and all of that. So there you go. Long distance relationship, long distance type thing there. Sort of this really interesting that the distance component sort of manifested itself that way. All right, we have current feelings, we have love. Toonie Tarot, what is your question? Let me know. What's the month ahead with the Mons Tarot? Toonie knows what they want. There you go, Toonie. Toonie, we got you in the queue. Thank you so much for your donation as well. All right. Let's see. Lieb He's Cap. We got a Lieb Cap combination. Let's see how that is going to go. Lieb Cap combo. How are their current feelings for me? You know, for this, I guess we're going to go straight down the line with the usual tarot. But I do want to take a little bit of a break here and use something we haven't touched in a little while. I'm not saying like years and years, but you know, it's been a little while since we've used the Shadowland Tarot. And believe it or not, this was actually released this year too. I don't know. It's just tough competition to say that the Shadowland is going to make my top five. It's so much competition. I think in a slower year where we didn't have a tarot deck coming out every day, I think it would be better suited, but sure is nice. And it's great. It has some wonderful edging on it. It's got that gold edging there. And overall, just pretty happy with this tarot, I got to say. Most of my tarots are kind of warping. Maybe it's humid in here. I don't know. But yeah, let's see how this is going to go. What are their feelings towards it? The Six of Cups is not good. Hermit is not good. Three of Wands is not good. And the High Priestess is not good. I don't know. It just smells not good. The when you're asking about somebody's feelings for you, you're asking about a connection, right? We want a connection. The Six of Cups really gives that to us. And because that's upside down, it says that the connection is just not there sometimes. It's just a disconnect. We don't feel like we're connected. We don't feel like the other person is giving enough. The other person is complimentary to us sometimes. And it just feels like that it could be an uphill battle in some cases. The Hermit kind of reinforces this, that Six of Cups disconnect. And the Six of Cups normally in the Rider-Waite is where the little girl's giving the other little girl a cup, right? Sort of this family thing, but it is this emotional connection. It is giving, it is helping, and all of that stuff like that. And then we have the Hermit being the disconnect goes into, I'm already disconnected. I don't really want to deal with it. I'm not really to sort of move into something that's going to be a little bit better. The Three of Wands. Now, this is sort of the good news card, right? The Three of Wands is I'm seeking, I'm searching, I'm finding something else. I'm finding another thing, sort of waiting in the sidelines. But that being reversed, as they are pretty happy with you overall. It's not like they're going to find somebody just randomly online that's going to just be significantly better than you. I think that they really are connected. They really do like you. The Three of Wands are not really looking anywhere else. But again, the High Priestess just says a lack of communication. They shut themselves off to where they just don't want to talk. They just don't want to be reasonable, and they're just a pain in the ass sometimes, right? The High Priestess reversed, we're just sort of a pain sometimes. But yeah, there you go. All right. Let's see. Uphill battle, the story of my existence. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all, Nina. Let's see about Liz. Liz wants some love tonight. Everybody wants some love tonight. You know what I mean? It is one of those nights where it's just Saturday night. Everybody is just ready for some love, seeing how that goes, seeing what possibilities we have, sort of sneaking into the whole love zone, the little love zone. We'll do the again. We're going traditional tonight. We're doing Gregory Scott right beside me. You know I love it. It's right there. Mail. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Got a physics exam coming up. It sounds fun. It sounds fun. Liz wants the thought. Oh, well, okay. Liz, we'll do the thought then. We'll do the thought. I guess nobody likes a Gregory. Everybody wants the thought tonight. That's okay. It is my favorite deck of all time. So not like it smells bad like the Angel Tarot does. I'm just saying. Does he date the Page of Cups? Okay. I'm going to ask all this. CM doesn't want love. CM just wants some job hours at this point. CM, I'll take some job hours, sign me up. Tarot Oracle missed the stream this morning and I need job hours. My weekend's kind of gone to hell. There you go. Oh, this is an interesting combo. We've had this before. I do shuffle the Jesus out of those cards, but we do have that. As well. So I mean, I don't know. Do I have the shuffle the Jesus out of those cards? No, I don't. Okay, I did. I did actually have that saying in the list, but I didn't load it on the computer. But okay. Where are we going with love? We have a lot of wand action going on here. That sort of really indicates that it is sort of fiery. It does have some action associated with it. Is it going to be a lot of good action? It doesn't look like it. It looks like we have a little bit of good stuff, some bad stuff, sort of a combo, right? But we do have a lot of action, a lot of movement, reinforced again by Mr. Action himself. The Knight sort of talks about, getting moving and getting moving on something. It's like that we need to either move around to find someone, or we have someone we're moving around to locate them, not locate them, but see them, or we have opportunities with that. So we have a lot of action and emotion. So it seems that as far as love goes, you're just going to be out and about. Out and about is going to do you good, right? I do think that you have some weird things when you are out and about. Weird things sort of coming around and all that. So you do have the strife feel to where everything is not just going well, but it's not going just terribly either. It's just sort of a mixture back and forth. And we do have a 6, really sort of points to opportunities that are going to be nice. Opportunities are going to turn out fairly well. So the opportunities go well. You have good things. We have some decent people we're sort of talking to, meeting. We have love interests that are going to be sort of exciting with that. But the 6, again, a lot of action, a lot of movement within this realm. Now we sort of do have this stumble where, again, we have a roller coaster. Good, bad, good, kind of bad. But we have this roller coaster event where we have some opportunities that look promising. We leap on them. We try to get to them. And maybe that just doesn't work out. Maybe it just doesn't happen. And again, we have opportunities that do work out. And then we're like, I really don't like how that particular thing is working out. So you do have a mixture back and forth. Does look a bit like a roller coaster. As far as October goes, Liz. Liz, I think you have some better stuff coming in December. Liz, I think December, first week of December. I think you have some interesting stuff coming there. But October, kind of roller coaster, a bit dry, a bit challenged. But yeah, there we go. All right. Toonie Tarot has a question on the month ahead with the Mons Tarot. Everybody does love the Mons, I got to say. Mons Tarot, definitely my top 5. It's got to be there. It always will be the Mons Tarot. And the funny part is that somebody actually tried to duplicate the Mons Tarot, kinda the theme with the Pookie Cat or the Stinky Cat, Pookie Cat or something like that. Tarot, and they only got like 15, 20 backers. I'm not sure what happened there. I really don't understand Kickstarter. I'm going to say now, I thought I had a handle on it. I thought that you released something good at a decent price. You would get hundreds and hundreds of people. But I think that's not all there is to it. I think that there's a little bit more complexity there than what I'm thinking, at least. And my cap or my limit on how many decks I'm going to sell on that is probably going to be 150 tops. But yeah, so again, with that oil painting thing, I'm only going to sell 150 decks. Why would I put $600 worth of investment into it? Just looking at it just from an investment perspective, looking pretty poor as far as I think. May just stick to watercolor and figure out how to do that, or maybe pastels. Pastels would be great. Pastels would look very, very nice. I got to say, that nice softness of the pastels. Do some animals, but have it a very animal centric deck, but be good animals. In other words, the emperor looks like the emperor and stuff like that. I don't know. So the month ahead, how is it going to go? Somebody's leaving. Somebody's exiting. We have the Knight of Wands. They're exiting. They're leaving. The Nine of Wands. It's sort of like either a friend, family member, or something like that is just sort of heading out the door, heading out. They're trying to figure out what to do. The Nine of Wands, they've had some challenges come in lately. They've had a couple of hiccups with life. I think a couple of things have happened that were unexpected. They're not just happy overall, and they're sort of ready to get something different. They have that big, I need a different feel to them. You know what I mean? I need a different feel. And they're sort of going to make that happen no matter what. Knight of Wands are moving into action. They're taking the action out. And they're just moving out. They're just leaving the situation, getting out, getting something else going. The Knight of Wands is Liz. Thank you for your donation. Get your deployment out for next year, and there you go. The Knight of Wands does say that you do not really have this big connection with this particular person, and that's going to be good, because if you had a really tight connection and also they just bailed, that'd be kind of weird. But I don't think that's a thing. Again, the Knight of Wands, we have this barrier behind you, and they're sort of moving this direction into the barriers. They're sort of just getting out of that situation. Seven of Cups. There's a lot of emotional things that sort of hit in, sort of in the month ahead. I think some of these emotional things are going to be pretty good. Not too bad. The Seven of Cups says we have more opportunities as far as that goes. Now, this also sort of points to not only emotions, but relationships, jobs, things like that. It's sort of a door just opens up in your life, and the door has a lot of different stuff that you can choose from, and it's all at once. And so you're thinking, well, I mean, maybe I have an opportunity for work. Maybe I have another opportunity for relationships. I have a lot of things happening all at once. I'm not really sure how to process it. It's almost like you need time to slow down in order to get all of this stuff out the door, in order to make all this stuff happen. The Four of Swords says, though, that you end up just abandoning a couple of these things. You're just like, I don't want to deal with this right now. I'm not really sure how to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. Let's just move on for now and get it done. So the month ahead looks kind of busy, which is normally people get a month ahead. They're going to get the Wheel of Fortune, the moon, sort of month as usual, or they're going to have some drastic changes. It just seems that you have this door that opens where a lot of things are going to happen at once. So good luck and have fun with all of that. Male wants to know, will I pass a physics exam? Let's see what that, we got the Scorpio action in chat tonight too. There you go. Yeah, Scorpio. My best friend is Scorpio, and she is quite a wild Scorpio indeed. All right. So, MM wants to know about a physics exam. We have a yes or no question here. Let's pop something down. It's going to be kind of fun. I like the pre-Raphaelite tarot for this. I think that's going to be a good exam deck. If I can frickin' find it. Where is it? Here it is. The pre-Raphaelite tarot is going to really get us going on this. I think it smells better than the Angel Wisdom tarot. I got to say, yes, indeed. If you would please hit that like and sub button. It lets YouTube know that I don't suck. And that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Because sometimes YouTube may not know that. And it's good for you to tell them that. Hit that like and sub. I appreciate that. By the way, we have 12 or 1,300 videos on the channel. I think that's the most videos on any tarot channel. But yeah, there you go. We got news coming in. We got the brand new news program where I actually outline out what is coming, what's around the corner, what to get your pre-order in, all of that stuff. So that is coming next week. So definitely get a sub in so you do not miss the news. If you like tarot, which I assume you do, you're here. All right. Am I going to pass this exam or not? I mean, I think so. I think so. So, yeah, I mean, basically, I think so, right? We do have a very, very strong card, very strong person, knows what they're doing, goes in with a bit of confidence, goes in knowing how things are going quite well. And you have sort of this exit from it where you're a bit satisfied. Now, the 8 is actually leaving with disappointment. And because this is upside down, I think you leave with a bit of confidence. I think things go well enough to you where you leave. You're like, I'm in a pretty good mood here. Things worked out. DYB, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Things worked out. And I'm not sort of leaving. And this is sort of the situation where you're going to come out of the room upset or confident. And again, very, very confident going in. You leave. As you leave with confidence. The abandonment, the feeling of disappointment as you're sort of exiting the door, which is the 8, right side up, but being reversed as you leave with a bit of confidence, you sort of know that things went pretty well. Did they go perfect? Absolutely not. Some of the stuff that you're studying is just a complete waste of time. It seems that your focus on the study or the lean on the study is about, it's like 75% correct, but there's sort of this waste in there. It's like, oh crap, I skipped this particular aspect. I didn't study that well. I thought I sort of knew it, but I didn't really hammer it, in my brain, do drills, practice and stuff like that. That's how you're going to feel with a couple of sections on there. But overall, you're going to be pretty happy with it. Anyway, good luck with the exam. I hope you get a fantastic grade and move on and graduate and all of that stuff. All right. Liz, how will my deployment go next year? DYB, what is your question? Let me know. Because the clouds. He talked to me about buying the deck because the clouds. The clouds are repetitive in there. You got to admit. They just sort of jammed these repetitive clouds in every single one. I'm not pleased when people do that. But I'm a Virgo, so I probably have more weird stuff that I don't like about decks than I think probably 90% of the people in the world. But that is how the Virgos go. You know what I mean? All right. So thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is. So I appreciate that. In the meantime, let's get Liz out the door here with some deployment stuff. Here you go. Yeah, and I said that. And I said that about the clouds, but then if you look at my deck has a lot of repetition with the clouds. So, I'm just a hypocrite. At the end of the day, I'm just a hypocrite, I have to say, because if you look at the Waterfall Tarot, you'll notice that we have a lot of repetition in the clouds. Here, 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 here. So, I mean, I'm bleeding hypocrite blood right now because I'm crying hypocrite tears because I complained about it on that one. And then what did I do? Well, I went and did the same thing. All right. Akashic Records, Soul. There you go. You got a new course. Soul, you are just education excitement over here. I think that you got a lot of stuff going on in the educational realm. All right. Let's see. Let's see about the deployment. There you go. But subtle. Subtle maybe, but I did it anyway. I mean, so I'm just going to go ahead and point that out. I kind of hoping you didn't notice that, but you did because I just pointed it out. So there you go. There you go. I can't complain that nobody noticed it because I did point it out. All right. You posted, DYB. Thank you for your question. I appreciate that. Violet Lotus joined. What is going on, Violet? So good to see you. I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight with the stinky tarot deck called the Angel Wisdom Tarot. I think we're going to use that in a minute, but I may have to put a gas mask on or something. It smells. It just stinks. It's got that chemical weird thing going. Waterfall Tarot's out of this world in quality compared to others. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Well, we don't do all reverse, so we got to flip. All right. Let's see. Let's see how that's going to go. We got a deployment. How is that going to go? Four of Wands, Five of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Well, I mean, we're definitely going on it. The Chariot says we're definitely moving forward. You know, moving forward, like it or not, like it or not. Is it going to be the greatest thing in the world? Is it going to be something that tears you away from, or is it going to be something that brings you into this realm of beauty? The Five of Cups says no. We do have this separation anxiety from real life, and you saw Hanbury and you liked it. Blah, fantastic. That's awesome. But blah, don't tell me it's got a fixer-upper. I did say it would have some fixer-upper things. Distance is an issue. Well, there you go. Five of Cups says you're going to have that separation anxiety from real life. You're going to be, I miss it. I miss it. I can't watch Tarot Oracle. I can't do any of that stuff. Four of Wands, overall, you get used to. You know, you get used to it. Four of Wands says, I feel at home. I'm comfortable. I do have a stability. Everything's going pretty well with that. Nine of Pentacles, I grow to enjoy it. I do think you have a couple of a-holes that you sort of run into here, a couple of people that are just not nice at all. You're going to sort of deal with that. I don't think it's going to be big of a problem, right? That's sort of where part of the Five of Cups comes from, because sort of looking back in blame at a couple of different things, not too happy with that. The Chariot overall, you go. You're ready to go. You realize it's a commitment. You realize things are going well. So there you go. I think that is going to be good. It's going to be all right, Liz, except for the couple of a-holes that you meet on the way, that you meet in there, one of those things. All right. DYB wants to know. DYB. I keep seeing my birthday, which is 1003. Your birthday. What are the angels trying to tell me? Speaking of angels, we'll use the Angel Wisdom Stinky Tarot for this. I think that's going to be fantastic. All right. Let's see. I did have a bad smell sound. Not really sure where it went. Let's see. Videos, stream effects, epidemic sound. Is that it? No. Is it music direction? Stream effects. There it is. I got one that had, there it is.
PU.
Yeah. See, I mean, you instantly think of that when you pick up the Angel Wisdom Tarot. All right. Oh, I dedicated so much time to that joke. Now I forgot what I was doing. DYB, at your birthday, we have 1003. What are the angels trying to tell me? Let's go with PU, and let's go directly to the PU source in the room, the Angel Wisdom Tarot. Angel Wisdom Tarot. I'm not shuffling the Jesus out of these cards because that's where the wafted smell comes from. Let's see if I can hold it like a good distance away from me. That would be great. All right, way over here. Way over here. Maybe put a gas mask on. Something. I don't know. Just has that weird chemical smell to it, you know? All right. You're getting horror house vibes. Is there a Pepe Le Pew? Well, that would be copyright infringement, though. I can't do the Pepe Le Pew. I would get a strike on YouTube, but the PU is copyright free. So there you go. Sunshiny Day got scared from the bad smell. All right. So we got the angels. We got it. What are they trying to tell you? The sun, 1003 is a birth date. I guess so it's 1003. So your birthday was recently. Happy birthday if that's the case. Welcome. That's awesome. Or it could be January 3rd. I'm not sure. You put 103 and you put 1003. So it's February. No, it's October 3rd or January 3rd. One of the two. There we go. The ace is trying to say that your connection. You have a new connection sort of coming in the door. The ace talks about opportunities. It talks about love, not really love, but it talks about this emotional connection, emotional opportunity that's sort of coming in into the sun. I think that you're looking at a potential relationship, or you're looking at a potential either good business relationship or personal relationship sort of coming in the door. The ace points to sort of pulling Excalibur out of the stone. What does that kind of point to? That says that you're going to have an influx of power, or you're going to have the ability to do something that nobody else can do. Other people struggle out. You're good with doing stuff like that. You're good with sort of moving into situations that other people have problems with. I think you have problem solving capabilities that other people just don't have. The sun says things are going to work out quite well. Now you do have sort of this king of cups, which is the passives, and the king of wands. I think between these two, a lot of people are going to think or tell you or advise you to not act on particular situation, but you need to act on it. It's not something that you can avoid. Most people would be say, maybe we can just avoid this. Or happy belated birthday indeed, but maybe we can avoid this. But I don't really think you can. I think this is something you want to tackle, you want to get a hold of. If you don't get a hold of this, if you don't tackle this immediately, fairly soon, type of thing, I think it's going to be disadvantageous, because this talks about compassionate, accomplishment, charismatic, motivational, and inspiring. This is why I don't like keywords. They all sound the same. It sounds like something from a life coach. You know what I mean? A time of great joy, brilliant ideas, compassionate, accomplishment, motivational, inspiring. It just sounds like a life coach. I don't like it. I don't like the text, but that's me. That's just me. I like to have the raw truth of it, the raw truth going forward, getting that raw truth done. Curly Sue, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Curly Sue, you're asking if G is going to move to North Carolina next year. Okay. Soul had a question. Like to know a little bit in the course Akashic Records. Akashic Records. All right. Let me shorten the question down so it fits on the screen nicely. Fits on the screen nicely. There you go. Who just bought the ebook? Thank you for purchasing my ebook, whoever you are. I have a bad habit. Creepy Crawly. That's a good Halloween name. Thank you for purchasing the ebook. If you don't have the ebook, by the way, this is my book. The printed version is out of stock, but the other version is there indeed. So check that out. I'll put a link in chat if you want to check that out. It's only $5. $5, it's 240 pages. It can be a lot of information for you. All right. How will the course on Akashic Records go? Let's go traditional, down the traditional line here. Go with the manga now. Get the manga tarot action in here. You knew I was gonna use it. You did. Akashic Records deck. I did not know that was a thing. That's kind of fun. Either one would be prosperous. Couldn't work with it, so I gifted it. Yeah, I do have a lot of decks I end up getting. I'm all thrilled and excited, and then I actually get it. I'm like, nah. That was sort of the feeling with I am going to have a Tarot 2020 rant video, that's for sure, on some of the collab decks I don't think worked out. Why they didn't work out. I'm going to have a rant on that Adventures Tarot that had 33 cards and labeled itself as Tarot and is really disappointing. Sometimes you got to get the rant out, and that's going to be coming soon for sure. Okay, is the course going to be okay? Is it going to be something decent? Two of Cups says yes. Strength says yes. We actually have two cards that basically are saying the same thing, Strength really sort of points to Allison. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Strength sort of points to connections. I mean, the connections. It is okay, but it is a connection that doesn't come easy. So hugging a lion, having the lion lick you and all that stuff without eating you is fairly difficult, I mean, I'm not speaking from experience. I'm just assuming. But yes, Strength says we have a connection that was difficult at first. In other words, will it be easy? Will it be just easy going, everything? No, I don't think so. I think you're going to come into it. You're going to be like, what the hell did I get in What did I get myself into? And I think you're going to sort of have that feeling, the strength. You're going to leave with that feeling too. What did I get myself into? The moon says it does resonate. The information really sort of hits home. You're like, ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. And the moon says we have things that resonate. Two of Cups also points to the information being for you. It seems like it was designed for you. Again, did you get your money's worth? It really does. It seems like you're really struggling with that part. You know what I mean? So there you go. Judgment says, I think that you're going to end up doing it anyway. So, yeah, I mean, the Akashic Records looks really good. These are some great cards. I mean, you got three majors in here. I think it's going to be a big thing for you. So if you're looking at it, sort of shopping around for it, I would definitely put it in the shopping cart at least. You know what I mean? Because that looks like a very promising course indeed. So there you go. You're confused about how something happens. I think I just launched into something weird in chat. Marseille deck. I need to finish my Marseille tutorial. I have a donation from Angel who donated like a year ago. Let me scroll up and see if I can find Angel's question. I got Violet Lotus. Angel donated again. More about the earth sign that popped out in the reading. What would he be like? Angel, let's check that out. See what kind of good stuff or bad stuff we got with the earth sign. You know, earth sign, you never really know, especially if it's a Virgo. If it's a Virgo, ooh, you don't know how that is going to go for sure. Let's check that out. It was a good earth deck would be the Bonefire. I think that's going to do us good. It is going to do us good. You know, I shuffled the Jesus out of these cards. I actually paid that lady to give me that sound effect. Let's see. Can I find it? Can I find it? Oh, now I'm going to have to go to the Google Drive and pick it up. Yeah, let's see. I saved all my sound effects over here. Throw down. Oh, here it is. Here it is. All right, let me download it. And then let me click on it. Let's see. Show in folder. There we go. Is that going to groove music?
He shuffled the Jesus out of those cards.
There you go. See, actually, oh, $5 gets you a lot of voiceover stuff. I'm just saying. He shuffled the Jesus out of those cards, and I mean, that's how it goes. That is how it goes. All right. We got an earth sign. Earth sign, you know, it's pretty interesting. As long as you don't get a Virgo, you know, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting indeed. Let's see what that. Nina loves the Thoth. I mean, I do too. That is my favorite deck indeed. I think what I like about the Thoth is that it's just brutal. It doesn't care what your feelings are. It's going to tell you the truth. It's not going to do an angel deck where it's all going to be pretty and nice and every word in the card sounds like a motivational speaker. It's not going to do that. It's going to tell you the real beef of the matter. Somebody asked, what are they asking? Did he say what? What is Nina asking? Did he say daddy? No, I did not say daddy. I shuffled the Jesus out of the card. All right. Anyway, we're going off the cliff here. All right. So I handled Angels thing, Etsy transaction. I can delete that. So the Earth signs, talk about the Three of Wands. They've been looking a while. They have been looking a while. This is not something that is like they were just thinking about a relationship and, ooh, suddenly there it goes. It's more of they've been looking for some time. They've gone on some dates. They've had some disappointments. They've met some weird people. The Three of Wands is pretty much a search that has gone poorly. The Lover's upside down. Nothing's really worked out. And they are motivated. They are, really looking for somebody, which is nice. Because you don't want somebody who couldn't care less about you and you get stuck with them. And now you're sort of, they're not going to put any effort towards anything. But yeah, the Lovers reverse. They've been looking for somebody, haven't had any luck. Seven of Coins. I feel like that they're just at the end of the rope. Like maybe I should stop dating. Maybe I shouldn't be looking. I don't really know what's happening with all this. But the Hierophant says that they are sort of seeking a potentially serious relationship. I think that, again, they're just tired of the dating scene. They don't like it. They're ready to go. This is a pretty stable person. They don't like conflict. They don't like a lot of action. They don't like a lot of adventure. They want a stable life. That's all they want, a stable life, a love life that they can rely on, that they can come home to. And they don't really want a lot of drama associated with that because they have a lot of going on at work. They got a very volatile work situation. And, there you go. Ultraviolet Morgan Tarot. Did you have a different channel name before? No, I have 4 YouTube channels though. I have one on art, which nobody watches. I have one on board games, which again nobody watches. But this is the only one that sort of everybody watches. But maybe you saw me on one of those. Maybe you saw me on one of those. I'm assuming it's going to be the art channel. I can't. The amount of people that watch the board game channel is like 2. All right. Will relationship with DD get better? DYB, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. Let's see. Blah wants a house movement question. We want DD. This is the D question of the night. Everybody, it's the D question of the night.
Everybody loves the D.
And everybody indeed loves the D. Especially Sunshine, apparently. All right. So, Sunshine, will the relationship with D get better? Let's hope. Let us hope that we have more, that we just get closer to the D, you know? A good D deck tonight would definitely be the Edgar Allan Poe. Everybody, that's all everybody wants is double D's. And there you go. Sunshiny day. I never skip you. I never skip anybody. At least I try not to. By the way, in case you're wondering where the queue is, I'm pressing a lot of the wrong buttons. We are here. And then we have a couple more. And pretty much wrapping it up after that. Pretty exciting. I'm going to try to be on tomorrow morning. No promises. My lazy factor is quite high lately. So we'll try to be on tomorrow morning and get a stream in. I will. The problem is the stream occurs when I normally go jogging. So then I have to go jogging early, and it's so early that it's like pitch black outside. I can't see anything, and there's no street lights here, so I'm always afraid I'm just going to like run over a dog or something with my foot, and I don't know. But yeah, I go jog. It's so kind of creepy too, because like somebody would jump out and say boo and like scare the crap out of me. You don't know what's going to happen. But there you go. All right. Will the relationship with a D get better? The D question. 9 of cups. Oh, no, the Ace of Cups. That's interesting. Page of Swords. Ace of Swords and the Lovers. It does look like it. I think it does look like it. I think it does smell pretty good. It smells much better than the Angel Wisdom Tarot for sure. You have 2 aces here, which is kind of interesting. You have an ace and an ace feel. In between those, you have the Page of Swords. Now, it almost says that you're going to have to negotiate quite a bit as you sort of sneak back into this. So when's the relationship with D? You're going to get better. Is it going to get better with the D? You're going to have to compromise a lot. It doesn't look like they're willing to move much at all. It looks like they're hard lined. They're like, it's this way, it's my way, it's this way. And in order to sort of get around that, it's going to be difficult. But the aces combined with the Page of Swords. Now, you remember from all the videos, the Page of Swords is the spy. They have all of the elements, so they're willing to work with you. They're willing to accommodate. They're willing to figure it out, right? And they're willing to negotiate and compromise. And you have that between the aces. If you're going to start a compromise, you're going to have to give a lot into it, quite a bit. But the Lovers does say yes. If you bend, no, I was going to say bend over. If you're willing to bend and be flexible, I think it's going to be much better. And the more flexible you are, the better it's going to work out. Because this person really, really is stubborn sometimes. They got this Taurus feel to them. You know what I mean? There you go. Should have used a sexual magic tarot. Austin, indeed, I should have. Hindsight is 2020, or getting it from behind is 2020. All right. DYB has another dream. We're going through the list. DYB's writing down the dreams. Writing down the dreams tonight, DYB. You had a dream. You were walking down the block and you finding money everywhere. That's a good thing. Could mean your checks are coming in. All right. The Hanbury house, will it go smoother? Will it go smooth? Let's see how that is going to happen. We had the D question of the night. Now we're moving into the Hanbury house pickup question. See how smooth we are going to go. All right. With a house move, go smoothly. Now that's pretty specific, though. That's just the relocation from one place to the next is basically what you're asking. So you want the relocation from one place to the next. How is that going to go? Dark Mansion will tell us. Eating, licking, bend over. What's going on here tonight? Nina, this is a pretty traditional stream. I mean, I'm just saying. Nina, you never know what you are going to get on this stream.
Hooray!
It could be a random magic trick. It could be a double D question. You just don't know. You don't know at all. It's just incredible what kind of weird things happen over here. But that is how I roll. If you want a normal tarot stream, this is not where you would tune in to. That is for sure. Like you want one of the traditional ones, where they like meditate. They have the pretty music in the background, with the ohms and the beautiful relaxing stuff, and they're very serious. That's not here. Andrea, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. 2.5K pup. That's the one that your last reading recommended, Andrea. How fun is that? There you go. Now, I won't call you daddy. I don't know. It depends on what position we're in. I mean, I'm just saying. All right. I don't have any laugh track. I deleted the laughter track. Yeah, I did. All right. My sound effects are just in the basement today. So the house move, go well. Ace of Swords, good communication. A little bit of mixed communication. You're able to sort of pick that up. You're able to pick that up and go with it. You're able to get control over that. In other words, it doesn't go exactly smooth. It goes more or less okay. There's clear communication at first. Ace of Swords. Clear communication. We don't have any big problems with this. The Two of Swords, it's almost like somebody left something out. Like they left some detail out you need to know. It's like when I moved in, the fireplace has no manual. I have no idea how to use my fireplace. I've yet to use it. I've been here a while. One of those things. It's like something is just not happening. The Two of Swords, I'm blinded. I don't have the information that I need. Three of Swords, I could have really used that information. Again, it's not something that is going to be detrimental to it. But as far as the move goes, I think it does go pretty smooth, pretty good cards here, except for the misinformation. The Emperor says no matter what the misinformation is, I'm able to get it resolved. I'll pick up the phone. I'm able to call who I need. I'm able to find the information I need. Somebody knows what the info is, and they are going to tell me. I'm going to be able to handle it, tackle it, and get that out. So there you go. Violet Lotus, you are fresh tonight. Well, better than being stale, I always say. All right, Curly Sue, is G going to move to North Carolina next year? I think so. That immediately popped into my mind without me grabbing any cards. I just see them moving. So let's see how the actual cards go and see what happens with that. Thank you always for your donation. It's good to see you again, CS. I hope that everything is going well. I know you had quite the list of challenges before. Hopefully some of that has worked out and things are getting better, improving, and looking a little better over there. All right. In the meantime, let's go with the Light Seers Tarot. There we go. All right. The moon just moved into Leo. Well, yeah. The moon is pretty active. That's what I didn't like about astrology, because somebody you'd have like some intersections with the moon or with Mercury or something. You'd be like, this happens like every 2 minutes. And you pull it up in the program and you have 10,000 places that it's been. You're like, this is kind of useless for me to look at this. I'm not really sure. All right, let's see about this. How is this going to go? Are they going to move or aren't they going to move? The Ten of Wands, the wheel. I do say yes. The wheel, even though it is what goes around, comes around, it does have that feel. Yeah, the wheel says that they are going to move. You know, in the end of the day, the wheel is literally the wheel of fortune. Even though it's what comes around goes around, even though it spins, whatnot, the wheel does say movement. Would I consider it, Lillian? Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. I'm doing great. How are you doing, Lillian? Would I consider it to be like as prominent a motion card as obviously the Chariot, the Fool, or something like, and not so much. But in a pinch, I think it really works as a sort of a Walmart brand of motion card. But yeah, the wheel definitely being the end since they do move. Judgment says they have some hesitation. They have some thoughts about maybe I shouldn't. I'm very hesitant about this, especially with the Ten of Wands. It's like there's some drama associated with it. There's some things happening with it that's just not the way that I want it to go. Judgment says maybe this reincarnation, maybe this new thing is not good. I have serious doubts about it happening. The moon overall, though, says that it's sort of destined to happen. This sort of acts a lot like the star in this particular reading because you're sort of looking at a star feel for this and it really sort of comes across as that. But yes, I do think that they are going to move to North Carolina. Like it or not, with all of their stuff, they are going to be moving. So there you go. A bit of a Walmart movement card, but there you go. I think it works in a pinch. Would I love to have seen the Fool, the Chariot? Absolutely. So there you go. Allison is flirting with somebody online. Allison is picking up the phone. Allison is telling this person,
I love you.
and they are happy about it. Is there some future? Is there some future to this particular one? Let's see about it. All right. Let's see. AO wants to know. All right. See how that goes. Are you the only one that dislikes that deck? No. There's been a couple of people in chat that actually hate that particular deck. But you know, I think most people like it. It's sold enough to where people liked it, obviously. All right. Ow, these are so huge. They're having a hard time shuffling sometimes. Here's a good question. When will I get laid? Well, that is a good question indeed. All right. Is there a future with the guy that we have been talking to? We're telling him. We're talking to him. Is it a monstrous waste of our time? Should we be doing some other things other than talking? Well, I don't know. Let's see about it. 3 of Cups, 5 of Wands, 2 of Cups, and 2 of Wheels. Weird read. Weird read. This does have a very unusual feel to it, for sure, Allison, for sure. Two of Cups is a good card. Now, this is really overhyped. Let's be honest with each other here. This is overhyped. Austin, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. The 2 of Cups is so hyped about being this beautiful love. And I talk about this in my book. It's not. The 2 of Cups is just meeting people. We have a good initial connection. We're talking. We got a good connection. We got good things going. We have some comfort here. Is it the Lovers? No. I think the Lovers is completely opposite. I think the Lovers means we have this established long-term thing, or at least we have that possibility. The 2 of Cups says we have kind of a shallow thing going on right now, right? But it's okay. It's okay. I'm not saying it's a bad card. I'm just saying that it's not like some long-term 90-year marriage, right? Karen, thank you for your donation. Appreciate that. The 2 of Wheels says you both have other choices. It's not like you're in a corner. It's not like you're desperate. You're like, please, please talk to me. I need love now. You're my last hope. Obi-Wan, you're my, no, what's the Star Wars quote? Obi-Wan, you're my last, and I butchered that. It's not like you're in a corner with no other options. We both have other options. We made a good first impression. Is this going to turn around into some nice future? Absolutely not. We got the 5 of Wands here. I think that opposites attract. I think that once you sort of dig into it, once you get into it, once you start getting through that surface layer, oh, how nice they are, oh, they're so nice. They're so sweet. Once you get the real thing, that doesn't look well. The Five of Wands is not really, no. I don't think so. Help me, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope. Exactly. See, Ultraviolet knows that quote. Ultraviolet, if you know Star Wars quotes, if you know Star Wars movies well, there shouldn't be a problem finding people, I'm just saying. All right. Anyway, the Three of Cups. Oh, you don't like their friends either. Their friends are kind of a-holes. I'm just saying. The Three of Cups, we don't like their friends. We just don't like them. The Five of Wands. Once we get to the surface layer, it doesn't work out. Great first impression, though. So, yeah, no, not so much. Not so much. Allison, it doesn't look good. But it sure looks good at first, though. It does. So DYB has more dreams. Let's get a dream deck. You're walking down the block one day. DYB, this sounds like the start of a joke or something. Sounds like the start of a comedian skit here. Walking down, okay, let's get it, multiple lines here. I was walking down the block, and each block I was finding money everywhere, and I was picking it up. We just had a spray of money. We had a Six of Cups moment. Six of Pentacles moment. We did. What would be a good Six of Pentacles moment? I'm thinking, let's go ahead and fit it in tonight. The Spacious Tarot. I wanted to do a zombie deck tonight, but there you go. Allison, I'm sorry, Allison. I wanted to give you good news. I had a good feeling about that. I thought we were going to roll the hearts, Allison. I thought we were going to roll the hearts for you, and it was just going to be littered with hearts everywhere. Beautiful cards coming out, beautiful relationship. The person was just pure magic. They had an amazing personality. No. Okay, Spacious Tarot. Walking down the block, we had a Six of Coins moment where things were just pouring out. We have an Ace of Cups, Guardian of Swords, Explorer of Cups. No Six of Coins for you. I'm so sorry. It doesn't actually look like that. I think that you're really concerned about these checks. Something's up with the checks. They're either stalled, they have some weird things happen, some other things are going on. The checks are worrying you. The Explorer of Cups, you're sort of waiting for some of this stuff. You're waiting for the money. Some of the money is up in the air. You don't know why it's delayed. You're not sure what's going on. Guardian of Swords, you're not getting the communication that you need. You're not getting that beefy communication that you need about that particular thing. Ace of Cups, you don't let it bother you, but in reality, it's kind of bothering you. You know what I mean? It is kind of bothering you a little bit. But anyway, the Explorer of Wands does say that it does get some action done. I think that you feel that gift coming in, you feel the checks coming in, things are going to work out with that. Explorer of Wands says it's a matter of waiting. It's not a matter of worrying. It's not a matter of worrying. I think everything works out pretty good in the end. So there you go. You got that feel there. And Andrea is gonna get a puppy. Oh, puppy. What do we want to do? I want to go for this one. It has been a hot minute since I've reached for this one. We're ending soon, by the way. Let's see. Again, tomorrow morning is very iffy. I think for tomorrow morning's stream, you're looking at about a 20% chance I'm going to be there. Pretty low right now. Pretty low, 20%. There you go. Wish it was louder. I have it up as far as I will go. I'm not sure what that means. Not sure what that means. Ultra, are you saying that you can't hear me? I listen to the stream after the stream usually. It sounds all right. I can increase the volume of my voice if you really want. Anyway, the dreaming, the checks are coming soon. It means that something's happening with them and they are delayed. They are iffy. It's not like every check falls into one category of delayed or not delayed. You have some that are quick. You have some that are not quick. You just have this mixture. And I think that they don't arrive on time. And sometimes you're just there. You have a volume up as far as it'll go. Okay, well, I can jack my volume of my voice a little more. So there we go. Now we're kind of in the yellow. Let me know if that's okay as far as the volume goes. All right. Andrea wants to know about a puppy. Andrea, a puppy. The puppy is a good deck. Anyway, yeah, let me know if you can hear me now better. I put my volume up about 5%. I'm in the yellow now. Maybe that was a problem. Maybe not holding my mouth the same percent, maybe the same distance. I don't know. But anyway, but it is a little louder. I don't want to jack it like 50% and scare the hell out of everybody. But yeah, I did put it up about 5%. Laptop is not fully up here and it sounds okay here. Okay, well, cool. Will my school approve the financial aid? Greta, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. Will I be happy with the look of the puppy? 9 of wands, the sun, the 2 of cups. Yeah, you do have that connection. The sun with the 2 of cups is such a great combination, a great read, right? It is such a great read. The sun points to just this overall satisfaction with the puppy, things going well, the puppy being great, and everything being pretty good with that. The 2 of cups, you fall in love pretty quick. The 2 of cups, you're wondering like where, you're wondering like, how did you live life without this particular dog? So the 2 of cups is such a beautiful card for that. It says the connection is there. It quickly becomes a member of your family. No problems at all with that. 9 of wands, there's not really a lot of barriers here. It seems like things go well, predictable, things go pretty good. The king of cups, you're sort of on the fence about it just because you did so much research, but the fence kind of just crumbles down. I think it goes well. The fence comes down, the barriers come down, a lot of the doubts that you've had before sort of ease up, and it's not going to be that big of a deal. It's not going to be that big of a thing. Again, the sun, the 2 of cups, such a great end to this particular reading. So yes, you will absolutely be pretty happy. Absolutely pretty happy. I think you're putting a lot of thought into it, but there you go. Lillian, you are actually next. Lillian wants to know what the Q is. Well, we are here. We got Lillian, Austin, Karen, and Gita, and then we are out of here for tonight. Again, tomorrow morning's stream is looking really iffy, but tomorrow night, I'm always here. I'm always here at night. Every single night. In case you're wondering when the stream is on, we're on at 6:30 every single night. Mornings, kind of iffy. All right. Let's go with one of my old school Wildwood tarots. I really like this one. You know what I mean? I really like this one. This one is nice. We are getting the business update, by the way, for Lillian. See how that is going to go with this great deck. All right, Lillian. Business update. See what happens with all of that. Love the samba. I used to take dancing lessons. I went to this dancing. It's not a competition. It's like a dancing event where a bunch of people gather around for a dance. And that was pretty interesting, I got to say. It was this line of women waiting in chairs. And then the guys would come pick one of the women. It's kind of weird. But sure. I didn't know enough dances, so I had to make some of them up, and so nobody wanted to dance with me, so I was kind of the reject of the room, but I'm used to that. Business update. The King of Cups is interesting here, being reversed. I think as far as the business goes, we have a couple of people that are a couple of items that you're pretty passionate about. I think I saw T.O. on an interview with Simon's Hermit's Cave. No. He rarely responds to me when I come on a stream. No, I've never been in an interview on the Hermit's Cave ever. Anyway, yeah. King of Cups being reversed. There's some passionate things that are sort of creeping up. I think that you're running into some things that you're going to be really passionate about. Some things that you've kind of avoided, some things maybe that you haven't seen before, but you're super, super passionate about that. The 3 of Stones says because it's an innovative idea that can save you a ton of time. They can save you a ton of time getting into that. You can really sort of dive into that. So it's some optimizations that come up. You think of them, you're very excited. These are going to be fantastic. It's going to be great. Ace of Vessels says, make sure you write these things down because a lot of times you'll have ideas. You don't really write them down. I think that maybe you're thinking, okay, that's too much work or that's a cute idea. But, your first idea in your head is not necessarily the final outcome or the final optimized thing. It's not the final optimized thing. It's more of an initial approach to something that can save you a lot of time and money. So you want to write those down, and later you want to come back and say, okay, this is not a polished idea. How can we get this through? How can we get this from front to back and make it something good? Ace of Cups says definitely pursue those, write them down. Don't just neglect them. Don't just think, well, that's sort of wishful thinking. You definitely want to do that because the Five of Stones says doing it the old way sometimes just is not going to work out. So you have some ideas, get them down, get them in your head, get them out of your head onto something substantive where you can chase those and make it happen. I think that's going to be a great thing for you. I got ideas all the time for videos and whatnot, and I definitely pursue those. A lot of them are like, no, I don't think so, but I write them down anyway. Because sometimes you can combine an old idea with a new idea. You're like, wait. If I put these two together, though. All right, Austin wants to know AM or PM. What does AM think about us? Does AM radio like us? Do they think that we are worthwhile for the time? We can do that by going over here and trying out the, do I even have a button for this? I'm looking, that awkward moment when you're looking for the button. No, I do not have the button. By the way, this is the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. The tarot deck where they paid for the intellectual property license to the Nightmare Before Christmas. And then they didn't even bother making minor cards. You paid good money for that license. Why do you go get lazy like that? If I pay, it's like I pay Star Wars Lucasfilms for the rights to make a Star Wars tarot or something, and I don't even bother putting any lightsabers in it. I'm like, yeah, you don't need lightsabers. We don't need illustrated minors. Okay, let's see about this. See how that goes. Is AM. What does AM think about us? Hierophant, the devil, the Ace of Candles, and the seven of coins. I mean, I think you have potential. It's not like that you don't have potential. I think that you have a little bit of potential. That's going to be pretty nice. But yeah, the Hierophant says that I think that you're expecting a little more than they are. So you're expecting a little bit more out of it than they are. They're coming in kind of casual. The Ace of Candles coming in kind of casual. They're not coming in full steam. They're not doing like an extreme Six of Wands, or they're not doing a full steam ahead Chariot or Lovers or anything like that. Sort of have that Ace of Candles. They're sort of willing to try it out, look around, see how things are going, and see how that is going to go. But yeah, they sort of a tepid interest at this point. The Devil says they have a lot of people sort of hitting them up, saying hi, stuff like that. So you have a sort of a competition realm here of the Devil there. The Seven does say, just keep at it, but super casual. Keep at it, but super casual. The Seven says, I'm willing to sort of, do that. Willing to sort of do that a little bit. So keep at it, keep going super casual. Definitely don't get serious or get heavy with it. I think it will work out. But yeah, they have a bit of a tepid interest right now. KD, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Rekindling a friendship with Liz. Well, Liz is in the channel. I think that Liz is worth rekindling all kinds of relationships with. We are going epic long tonight, going till 8, I guess. Get in an apartment or not. Chat is hopping so much that I may, Karen, what is it? Am I getting my own apartment soon? So, Ultraviolet Morgan Tarot. I don't think I've ever been on somebody else's channel and been interviewed, ever. So, if anybody thinks that they have seen me on somebody else's channel where they have interviewed me, no. Have I? No. I've never, ever, ever been on anyone else's channel that has interviewed me. I don't think people care. I just don't think they care. All right. Apartment. Is that going to be a thing? Somebody asked about it earlier. Let's go and get it. Let's put it out there at the Wizards Tower. Such a great deck. It is. It is. All right. You want to interview me? Well, Kitty, you would be the actual first person in the history of tarot to interview me. I'm not really sure. Kitty, I think that you want to hear about all my divorces, is what I think. Well, not to just interview a shared video. It could be a shared video, yeah. I got a lot of videos that people share. I have 13 videos that people pirated, and like they downloaded my video and they uploaded as their own, which is kind of funny because I say, hi, I'm Tarot Oracle. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking, but anyway, but I had those taken down. I think Kitty just wants to know about my divorces. I think Kitty's like, wait a minute. What happened with all these divorces? Jesus, what are you doing over there, T.O.? Okay. The getting an apartment soon or not? 10 of Pentacles, Justice, 3 of Cups, Queen of Wands. I think so. I believe so. I think that's a thing. Queen of Wands, it's all about the shopping for the apartment. You need to find what's right for you. I think that you've come across apartments where you're like, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But in reality, it's not. You know what I mean? You got to do the usual apartment sniffing around. You know what I mean? You go on Friday or Saturday night and see if there's like any horrible things happening outside. You want to go and see if they actually clean the apartment sidewalks or if there's dirty diapers there from a year ago. You got to go and really give it a good look. You want to see if the dumpster's full on Sunday night and overflowing and there's rats. You got to do it. You got to do it. So Karen, you need to get your top 5, your top 3, and go do the usual things that you have to do and make sure you're not getting trapped into something like that. So getting an apartment, I think that planning is going to be a key. 3 of Cups, I do think you end up getting help. I mean, it's not like that you're out by yourself, you're out alone, things just aren't working out. I think that you end up getting help for that. The 3 of Cups says that is a thing. 10 of Pentacles, you got enough money. You'll get enough money. Again, maybe it's the help, maybe it's support, but the 10 of Pentacles says I have enough money to do what I need to do to get the apartment. And finally, Justice, you find the one that balances you out. You find the one that balances you out. So that is going to be a thing. So there you go. Top 10 decks of all time. I remember that. Yeah. So, yeah, maybe it was that. I don't know. Let's see. Looks like I peed. It looks like I peed on here. This is not pee. This is my water. This is where I set it down. All right. Let me get some water. Speaking of which, we got 2 more, and then we are out of here. All right. I might skip dinner tonight. I'm so full. I had some extra strawberries in my lunch, and I am extremely full. I'm not really sure I'm going to have dinner tonight. May just skip it. Let's see, Gita, will I prove my full financial age? So Gita, that's very specific. That is very specific. That's a good question. Gita, that's good wording for that question. I like that. It's very specific. You want to know if you're going to get all of it or you're going to have to cash out your own money and all that other stuff. We'll do the Encore Tarot for this one. I like that. I like that for sort of money thing. I love it when the tarot peeps talk to each other. Could be. How you magically made your wives disappear. No. I didn't make them disappear. They left voluntarily. No, they left on their own initiative. They all abandoned and bailed. So, That says a lot. That says that I should not be married. Do not skip dinner. You're going to wake up with a headache. Well, thanks for the confidence. No, I gotta skip it. I'm so full. My stomach is like completely full. Okay. This is a very specific, good question. Do we get financial aid? Do we get the whole thing, or how much are we going to have to cash out with it? Well, you're not going to get the full thing. You have the hermit. You're by yourself here. It's like they abandon you in some part. You didn't get all of it. The hermit says we're still missing some here. The Three of Cups, some of that money went elsewhere. You needed it. You didn't get all of it. You didn't get the entire thing. Now, here's the really operative coins card, the card that really sort of makes it happen. The Four of Coins is greed. They're just not giving. This is the reverse of the Six of Coins. They're just not giving you the money that you need. The Four of Coins, they're holding back. They're greedy. They got this big basket of money and they're not giving it out. They're not sharing it at all. Empress says that you do need quite a bit of financial aid sort of coming into here, sort of making the big financial aid investment. Getting this money is going to be important. You got things, you have all of this stuff that you need, and you're not getting the support that you need. You feel left out. You feel like they abandon you. You feel left alone a lot of times. The Three of Cups, you're just not getting. There are other people that are competing for this, and they end up getting some of it. So you do not get the full thing. They're a little bit greed within here. Really wish that we had a Six of Pentacles in there. That would really, a Six of Pentacles followed by a 10 of Pentacles would have been great. Would have been fantastic. And then you would have a lot of confidence sort of rolling in. KD, our last reading for tonight. I will be back tomorrow night. I'm here every night. So if you like tarot, please join me. I'd love to have you here. All right. Rekindle with Liz or not? Is this going to be a good investment of my time? Is this going to be a good investment of my time or not? Oh. What are we going to do? We haven't used this in a while. We'll do this one. We will do this one. By the way, in case you wonder what this one is, it's the Wonderland Tarot by Barbara Moore and Eugene Smith. Eugene Smith did the Wonderland Tarot, Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. Eugene Smith is the artist of the decade. Really, really is. Ciro Marchetti is in a Facebook group called Tarot Nerds. He said he was going to stop making decks because of counterfeiters. I can't blame him. I can't blame him because, yeah, the counterfeiting is off the charts. Nobody has counterfeited mine, which is good, but mine is very, very low volume and not that popular. So, yeah, but Chiro, there's a lot of counterfeit Chiro decks all over the place. I can't see. That's the problem. If people don't know it's counterfeit and they see a Chiro deck and it's only $10, are they going to pay $10 for it? Or are they going to pay $30 for the regular one? They don't know. They don't know it's counterfeit. You know, they need to take that stuff down off these sites. All right. So I see what he's talking about. The Lovers reversed. That is not looking good. The Sun, Four of Pentacles. We're back to this greed, and we're back to the Ace of Cups. Really weird read here. Really, really weird read. The Lovers reversed does say no. But then we have the Sun, which points to good opportunities or good things. We have the Four of Pentacles, which says that there's too much greed. They're not willing to rekindle. You don't get the recipient feelings back. And the Ace of Cups says making that connection would be beneficial. What are we looking at here? We're looking at it would be good to try. That's the reading. It would be good to give it a try. You know what I mean? I don't think it's going to work out. I just don't. That Lover's reverse really puts the kibosh on that, as well as the Four of Pentacles. You just get this feeling like reaching out will do your heart good and will benefit you later. Not right now, not right now, but it will benefit you later. It's like it's the appropriate thing to do is to give it a try. Will it work out? Maybe, maybe not. We have a literal 50-50 here. But the trying portion really sort of warms Liz up and makes them start thinking about it. So you implant that idea. It's sort of like the word divorce, right? Once you say divorce, you can't take it off the table. Once you say rekindling, you can't take it off the table as well. You let them know how you feel. Let them know you want to rekindle, let them know how you feel. And in response, you get a reward later, maybe not now, but yes, absolutely try. That's what it's saying, try. And that starts a chain of events like a Rube Goldberg machine. It starts a chain of events that eventually work out better. And that is our show tonight. Thank you for being here. We'll see you tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, the Sunday night stream is always the most fun